up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Stroke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get my stuff going over here. Mike, Bash, you need me to turn that music down a little bit?
What music? Nah, you're good.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Happy 2025 to you. A lot of shit's going on since the last time we were around, so we're going to dive into that. And, yeah. So we're going to jump right into it. But first, we're going to do what we normally do is roll call. Hold on. Yo, Bass, do roll call for a moment. I'm going upstairs to grab my coffee. I'll be right back.
Hold on. All right. Let me go back through the chat. All right, what's going on, Mickey G, Bama? Yo, Bama, I'm sorry to hear about that. Bryce, Miss Deborah, Wedge, Thumping. What's in here? Mickey G, Mr. G, what's going on? Will, could I see you? How you doing, Tracker Lorna? Scorpion. What's going on, Frankie? Hound Dog, what's good with you? David Hunt, how you doing? Caitlin Leah, what's up? Who else there? I see some more people in there too. I've seen some more people in there. What's going on? It says there's 22 people, but I don't see 22 names. So, all right. How's everybody been doing? How's your New Year been? Quick question for everyone. What you got? What you got, Hound Dog? What's going on, Mark D? How you doing, Dorothy? What's going on, Illuminati? Probably got over the walk in the morning. Yeah, Bryce, bro, I had that shit. That shit is crazy. If you don't catch it, it will take you out. Let's see what's on here. Yo, David Hunt, already seen you. So, same shit there. Did everyone notice? First day you fixed a little one. That's funny, huh, dog? Yeah, that's funny. I don't know if we're gonna get into that kind of stuff tonight, but we'll see.
All right, 1 second over here.
We did get a video sent to us earlier, though. How you doing, Miss Holly?
Fix this damn headset. Oh, I gotta make sure my shit is there. It's loud. All right, there goes both headphones. All right, what's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. So,
yeah, ooh, damn, 11. Listen, I'd rather take snow than that bullshit cold we just had.
Dude, you guys that are friends with me on Facebook, you saw the video I posted. It was negative 14 the other morning when I was driving to work. And that morning I got to work and the building was, it looked, the UPS building looked like an insane asylum because all the lights were off. It was weird as hell, dude. Lights didn't come back on until 7. So we all just sat in our cars. And I started listening to a audiobook, which, listen, if you guys have an Audible account, just go search up like free books and stuff like that. I found this one series called like Bane County. It's narrated by AI, but it's a pretty good story. I'm on book 2 right now. So, oh yeah, yes, right, yeah. Listen, I have. Can you? All right. So me, I'll tell you how cold I was. I wear sweatshirts in the summertime, like hoodies in the summertime, all the time, dude. I'm from New York, and I can't do that no more. Like, and it's across the nation was frozen. I think we're dealing with a little bit of weather manipulation. Now, if you that series that Sean Ryan did, where he talked to that dude who worked down there in Antarctica, he said, "Yo, that shit exists, weather manipulation, all that stuff." Hold up, what?
Yeah, I
Hold
found
up.
that crazy with how much snow they got in New Orleans. That shit was absolutely crazy to me.
No, wait a minute, I missed that comment. I honestly missed the cold. I enjoyed the couple of days we got here. Weaver, where are you at? Because that sounds good peoples, but that sounds insane to me. Like, hell no, I'm done with cold. I need like there's nowhere really in the United States right now that isn't cold. Florida got snow. New Orleans got snow. Holy shit, yeah. I'm telling you, it's weather manipulation. All right. So, I'm not. Hold on, Bass. What was the subject?
Southwest Florida.
Yeah. What was the subject you said we might not get into?
What happened?
Didn't you just say a few minutes ago?
Oh, the video that got sent to you.
Oh, by Scorpion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show it. All right. So,
and a whole bunch of other stuff. So,
all right. So, since the last show we did, we've gotten sent some photos and some videos. And the photos you guys would have seen if you were in the Facebook group, and the videos that I just received today from our chat moderator Scorpion, those aren't in the group yet. So when I show you this, this is the first time I showed it to Bass earlier. I sent it to Bass earlier, and that was it. Like, I haven't posted it to the group yet. So we're gonna look into that. We're also going to talk about. All right, I don't know how many of you guys read the description of shows, but did you catch what I put in the description of the show? Holy egg-shaped UFO Batman. So we're gonna talk about that too, because you've had a few people come out now that said they have dealt with these egg-shaped UFOs, and then on 4chan a few days ago, some more photos started popping up. I don't know how legitimate they are. I think it might be somebody messing around with AI, but then again, a few people did photo analysis on these pictures from 4chan, and there's no manipulation in them. So, yeah. And it's just, everything's getting weird. Like, you guys are starting to see like everything's getting weird now, right? All right. So what do you want to touch on first, Bash? You want to do the video that we got sent earlier?
yeah, we can do the video.
All right. So you guys got to bear with me because I don't have it loaded up yet. I'm about to go to it now. Let's see if I'm actually still logged into this. I should be, because I really don't use this desktop. Yes, I am logged in. All right, here we go. Oh, and for you guys who are interested in wrestling, you should start watching WWE again.
Yeah.
Dude,
I've been saying it. I've been saying let this man cook on the mic.
Jacob Fatu might actually be the best in WWE right now.
Dude, WWE they don't have a heel like that. They haven't had a heel like that in a very long time.
I think the last guy they had dominate like that was probably like Umaga, right? All right, so share screen. Pick up Facebook. Let me make sure.
He just goes out and beats the hell out of people. Yeah, I think it was Umaga.
All right, cool.
But they haven't had a heel like that in wrestling in a very long time.
And then weird loaded up on screen or nothing like that. All right, so we are free to share. Okay, here we go. All right, so remember everybody, the only people who have seen this would be me, Bass, Scorpion, and the people who recorded the photo, recorded the video, and whoever they showed it to. But we have not posted this to the Facebook group yet, and I don't know what the hell it is. But you can see there's two things in this video, and then all right, let's just get to it. Let's get to it. Add to the stage. Here, I'm gonna make it bigger so you guys can see. All right. There's no sound, so I'm just gonna let the music rock. All right, here we go. All right, so just keep your eye on this area, and I'm gonna start pointing stuff out. I'm gonna play it again, and we're gonna point some more stuff out. All right, here we go. Now this is them cycling through their camera. It was taken on January 11th, 2025 at 6:47. I don't know if it was AM or PM.
That's probably PM.
PM. It's probably PM. So that. See, there's more than one. You see that? I didn't even notice that on my cell phone. Hold up.
What?
There's more than one.
Hold on. Let me make my screen bigger. Hold up.
I couldn't see that on my cell phone. All right. So you got the flash, right? And then one right behind it. Boom. See? Did you see that? Hold up. Shit.
Yeah, plus you. So that's. Nah, I didn't see that on my. Oh, shit.
So whatever that is, right? Look,
all right.
Man, it lit everything up, dude. It lit everything up. All right. Now.
All right, go back a second.
Back a second. Like right here. Now, all right. So we'll get to what's up. We'll get to what else is in the video. But Scorpion, did you see that? That there was two objects right here? I didn't see that. Now, I'll say this, Scorpion got it from a coworker. And this town is maybe like 10 minutes from us, which the photos that were caught that we posted to the Facebook group, that town's like 5 or 10 minutes from us, depending on where you're going in that town. So hold on, let's play that again.
They said not on my phone.
You don't. They didn't see it on their phone. Oh,
nope.
See it? You saw it drop. All right. So now another thing you want to check out. All right. So we've seen this part. All right. Now I want to take your focus from over here, and I want to put your focus over here on this SUV.
No, actually make it where you're pointing at. Go up to that tree. No, right above the. No.
Where?
To your left. No, where the white? Yeah, right there. Leave your arrow marker right right about there.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is scroll the video back, right? So don't pay attention to this part anymore. Pay attention to right here. Well, from here to here, and this is what I didn't notice that. So when Scorpion sent it to me, they noticed that the first flash, and then this over here. I didn't notice this here at first. So check this out. So that's the same time that flash happened.
So it was like a half a second before the flash. Then right after the flash, you got something else coming down.
Let me go back. I think I missed it. Boom. You see that? That shit went straight to the ground. Look at that that SUV. What the hell is that? And that's fast, dude. You see how fast that shit's moving? Now, I can't say it was a... What the hell is going on in this video? All right, so boom, flash, and then another. Now, that second... What? All right, so we're going to go back. I'm going to pause this. Now, we're going to go back to this part right here where you see this big flash, right? It lights up all this area behind the trees here, right? When that second object comes down, you can see, watch it, and it doesn't look like that second object is as far back as that flash. It looks like it makes its way through these trees to almost behind this house. Let's see. Like, you see that? Let me go start about right here, right? That'd probably be right. Yeah. It look right here on this house, and you could see it right there. What the hell is going on in this video? All right. And now they said that the lights turn off in one of the houses. Was it that house right there? Okay. So, see, I don't know if that just is a coincidence. Like, I don't know if that plays a part in it. After all this goes down, right? After all this goes down, the lights in this house go off. Right before the video ends. Lights go off. What the hell? What is going on in this video? You got like 3 different things going on in this video. Whatever this is, just see. I don't know if this. It can't be a crash, because if it was a crash, there would have been an explosion, right? It's fucking physics. It's logic. What is going on in this video? Hold on, let me go to the comments. I've had Facebook up on the thing. I haven't even seen comments. So I'm gonna bring it back to this. No, I don't want to bring it back. I don't want us on the screen. I want it. There it is. So you got to get back to using this thing. All right. So we're gonna go to the comments here. That looks like a transformer blowing up. I then explain the what explain what fell here and then what fell there. I don't know. It looks like something coming up from the ground.
See, now
They
my
only
question
saw
is,
they only saw one flash.
is there a lot of woods right in that area? Because I'm familiar with Woodburn, but I'm not familiar with that.
All right.
Where that?
So now, if a transformer had blown up, don't you think they would all lost power? Because throughout that whole thing, they all have power, and I've been like I've been in areas where transformers blow up. The whole fucking area is blacked out. Hence why UPS in half the town of Ferndale was blacked out. What was it, last Thursday, Wednesday, whatever day I got a TikTok fucking community strike for posting me driving in my car. Stupid, but yeah, all the lights are still on there except that one house. Just that light turns off. So I don't know if it was a transformer exploded. But then again, that doesn't explain what the hell that was that came out of the sky.
The first object fell before you seen the flash. The
Yeah.
one over the car. That fell before you seen the flash.
That fell before you seen the flash. And then that second object, you can clearly see it comes out of the sky and drops in these woods somewhere. I don't know what to make. I've seen transformers blow and it doesn't. Thumping Weevil says I've seen transformers blow up and it doesn't make a light like that. And listen, I asked Scorpion. I was like, "Yo, did they hear anything?" No. You would hear a transformer blowing up. It's not a silent affair. Mr. Bryce says something touchdown. Listen.
What's good, cuz?
Yeah, I told you guys about the DEC officer I cornered, right? I told you guys about that one. So this happened in, I'm not going to say what town, because then you'll get looky-loos around here. You'll get those weirdos that come out here look, I need a crash site. No, you need to back the hell up. All right, so we got that. Now, it's going to take me a second to load it up, but we can get into those lights. Could be sensors though. That looks like something straight line coming down and going up. Listen, I don't think it was a transformer blowing up, because if it was a transformer blowing up, they would have heard it.
Yeah,
that didn't seem that far off. They would have heard that. And it was also 6:47 a.m. Okay, so that's good time frame. So they didn't hear anything 6:47 a.m.
that'd be around the time they're getting up. We get ready to go to work.
Mm-hmm. But weird stuff like that happens in Sullivan County. You remember back in 2016, that damn sonic boom that shook the police cars, the cops that were sitting in their police cars and everything like that, and nobody knows what the hell it was?
Yeah.
It made the news, and everybody was like, "Yo, what the hell was that?" It shook houses. It woke people up, and people heard it across the county. And the cops in Monticello were sitting in their cop cars at the station, and their fucking cars started shaking. What the hell was that? Maybe drones. Listen, the drones. You notice that shit. You notice that shit ain't in the news anymore, right? You notice that. What did they put that? What did they put the drones in the news to distract us about? Was it to distract us from the? You know what? I'm not getting political. We'll have to do a rumble because
and the quote unquote mothership that's over there in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, you hear this shit?
Yeah.
Listen. Jeremy Corbell. I'm beginning to be a big fan of his. And I think we're allowed to replay stuff in like what the hell do I care? I'm not monetized. Hold up, give me a fucking second. All right, so we're gonna stop sharing this. I'm gonna bring up this interview that Jeremy Corbell did, and I posted it to the Facebook group. And I think
I'm sorry about that, Gulf of America.
And I think everybody should have watched this this video. All right, so hold up, let me get that off the screen.
What's going on, Blues?
Recent media. Oh, this is pretty cool. I can just share. I can just like bring up recent media and just share shit that's been shared. Interesting. Yes, I don't have to go looking for the photos we got sent, or the egg-shaped thing that was apparently found in Antarctica. Back, I think they said back in
Frankie. Supposedly, there's a quote unquote mothership hovering over in the Gulf right now.
Yeah.
Like there's it's a hotel video live stream that you can find. What the hell is it? Is it the Hilton? I have to look it up.
Listen. I'm going to be honest with you. I think there's a lot of sensationalism going on right now. There's a lot of bullshit coming on right now. And there's a lot of people trying to capitalize on information that's being put out. And I'm not really a fan of that shit now. Like before you had to deal with your people who criticize UFOs and shit like that, or you had to deal with your like fucking over the top, like, you know what I mean. People who visit the little alien 90 times a year. But you can't believe everything. And people seem to be falling for a lot of shit. In regards to this the UAP topic. And when I say UAP, I don't mean aerial phenomena. I mean unidentified anomalous phenomena. That fucking runs the gambit on everything. That runs the gambit on cryptids, UFOs, everything under the sun. Because it's anomalous. We don't know about it. It's something anomalous to us that the laymen's don't know. The people in power know about all this shit, so that's why they label it like that. Because why all of a sudden the push to use the term non-human intelligences? That shit was never in the lexicon before like 4 years ago. Was it, Bass?
No, it wasn't.
And I'm telling you, because I've been researching this shit for over 20 years. I've been into this shit for 20 years. There's a lot of shit that's coming out now that people are falling for, and it's not true. And it's and I'll yeah, Miss Tracker Lorna, you're right. Now, with the caveat of AI now, you've got people falling for shit. People are creating stuff, and it's pretty interesting stuff. But you got people falling for it like it's true. Sorry for going off on this rant before we go on in videos, but I have to say this. Like I had saw posted in a group that I'm in, but somebody had asked about the Medusa units. That shit is. I'm sure there's units like that out there, like special operation units that have fucking tactical, insane gear to combat shit that's out there because they know. But the Medusa units and all that shit like that, people, that one's just an AI created story for TikTok or for YouTube. The guy puts it in things that it's AI created. You can't be listening to everything. I mean, it's really good fucking creepypasta stuff. That's all it is, though. And this AI has a lot of people believing shit that's not real. And pretty soon it's gonna come and bite us in our ass because now you have a lot more people paying attention to this subject, right? But then listen, a lot of them are those NPCs I be telling you about. So they're just fucking ingesting what they're being fed by media. They're getting their daily fix, right? If it comes across their algorithm, they're probably clicking on, oh, I like this. This is pretty interesting. That's how you got the Medusa stories. That's why they're so popular. Or the story. All right. So I digress for a second. I'm going to talk about, I want to play this video by Jeremy Corbell where he was interviewed. And let me get to it real quick. Videos. I'm wearing my glasses. Where am I? Hold up. Here it is. No, that's not it. That's where he's talking. That's not it. What else is Jeremy Corbell? Didn't I show that? It's probably on Instagram.
Let me see if I can find this video real quick.
Yeah, I think shit, I might have to go to Instagram. No. It was a link that I shared. Hold up. Yeah, let's go back. Sorry, everybody. Getting my shit together here. All right. So we're gonna. Where is it?
Yeah, it's the Hilton Beach Camp in Pensacola, Florida.
I don't believe there's a mothership. If there's something there, it's been there. It's not new. It's been there for a very long time. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm just saying, people are just getting this. Where the hell is this video? There it is. No, that's Lou Elizondo. What the hell is this video?
I got it right here. I'll send it to you. Hold on.
I got it. I found it on Oh no, I can't watch it. I'm not logged into the Instagram, and I'm not logging into Instagram. You have rat bastard.
I just sent it to you. You logged into your TikTok?
I don't know.
All right, hold on.
Wait a minute. Is this the one where he's talking about 2027?
No.
Yes. If this is it.
I just downloaded. You want me to send you the link, or I just downloaded the video?
I want the whole. No, I don't want the 30-second video. I want the whole damn video because it's like 2.5 minutes. Hold on.
All right,
Well,
I got it.
you know
I
how
got
we
it.
roll.
It's like 3 minutes and 40 something seconds. I just sent to see.
Okay.
3 minutes and 47 seconds.
Okay. Yep. That's the one I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Now, the reason I rant on this rant is because, like I was saying before, I'm really starting to like Jeremy Corbell, and I think the guy's telling the truth. He's vested in this. Like, he has a conversation with Lou Elizondo, and Lou Elizondo was like, "Yo, listen, they got a threat on you." And in this interview right here, you can plainly see the distress in this man's face. That what he says he believes, and I wholeheartedly believe it too. And I do see it happening. It's going to be some. All right, just watch here. Where we at? Share. Well, let me make sure. Yeah, that's. Yep. X out of this one. Open that one. All right. All right. Give me a second, Dave. Hold up. Share screen. Here we go.
And then we could also talk about the whole TikTok ban and people selling iPhones for $10,000.
Oh, that is crazy. That is absolute. One went. I think one went for one was posted for $1 million. I'm sure somebody bought that shit. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna turn down this music. Listen to this man Jeremy Corbell, everybody. It's pretty interesting. I'm gonna keep this on the screen though.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Your government now wants you to know one truth, and that truth is that UFOs are real. They've already done told you. Sometimes when you want somebody to know a truth, it's so you can set them up to believe a lie, and that's coming. I have zero doubt that lie is coming.
What is the lie?
Specifically, you want me to say it right now, for real? On camera, to be put in the show?
Yes.
Okay. Problem with that, if we tell the lie before it's told, they can adapt. That wouldn't be wise. I'll tell you privately, but I would really think about if you want to put this in your show. For real. That's a real thing I'm telling you. So will you think about it before putting it in your show?
Absolutely.
Okay. So UFOs are real, and they've been here a long time, and that's the truth. But the lie is coming. All indications, like all of them, is that that lie is going to be that there is a craft slowly making its way to us here on Earth. And that is the lie they're going to want you to believe. It's nuanced, how they explain that, the nature of that threat. But that 100% is the lie you are going to be told. You even got a date. People have been whispering a date for a long time now. I know where that lie comes from. I know specifically what document from the 70s initiated the idea of that lie. A classified document. That is the lie you will be told. You're going to be told that there is a craft on its way to Earth. That's the lie. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I sent you 2 texts today with a year. Not from me. Nope. I'm not going to propagate that lie. Not going to be part of it. Not going to say it to the camera. Everybody knows. Just start paying attention. And they'll change the date, especially if they see this. Things will change. Because maybe I'm trustworthy. Maybe I'm worthy of your trust. Maybe I've told you the truth the whole way through it. Now you can verify it. If that's the case, then I'm fucking dangerous. You've been told the truth about UFOs for a long time now. It's been pretty orchestrated. It's been pretty clear. And it's using people that are telling the truth and want to tell the truth. Ultimately, they want you to know something. They want you to know UFOs are real. Thank God we're finally there. We're all there now. They want you to know the truth. But why they want you to know that truth now? Hope I'm wrong, but it's terrifying. Think about it. Maybe it's good to get ahead of it. Call it out now before they do it. I'll be called crazy. That's okay.
All right, that was the end of it, right? All right. Stop sharing. No, that's loud. All right. Trying to get back to streaming. I got too many screens open. All right, so Frankie, I see you got a problem with Corbell, right? But here's the thing. Do you guys remember in like 2020 or so, where they said they had tracked some craft coming in from deep space really fast? And they said they had tracked them to Mars. Like they were parked out behind Mars for a while. And then like when they got to Mars, they had disappeared. Like you couldn't track them anymore. And then they appeared like parked behind the moon. Go look that shit up. They've been planting that seed since at least 2020. What he just said. Just saying. What's up, Larry and Candace? How you doing? But yeah, go look that up. Now, we've got a lot of other stuff going on. Like what Bass said, the whole thing about the Gulf, the mothership in the Gulf. Like I just said, if it's there, it's been there. I'd say all right, so the music's getting a little too loud for me. Hold on, I gotta turn this shit down a little bit. Can't hear my rant in my own head. All right, so you know how they always say, they put shit in our faces in the movies and everything is a form of conditioning. I think one of the closest things that we've gotten to the truth out of a movie was probably that movie Abyss with Ed Harris. You guys remember that one?
Absolutely, great movie. You know what? It's funny you bring that up. That was actually on the other day.
Oh
We
yeah,
were watching that at work. Yeah.
that's probably the closest to something true that we've gotten. What he's saying is hold up. Bring it up here. Everybody listen. Everybody can say what they want. What he's saying is double speak. We have a craft, and yet a craft is coming. What documents he's being a bitch, and that has his butt hurt. Frankie, bro, all right. I'll put it this way. So he might not be right. But like I said, one of my theories is you got to look at this shit like a 1,000-piece puzzle, right? 1,000-piece puzzle. And if you're not looking at everything, you're not going to get the real truth about everything. So his information may be a little skewed, But then you've got so much other stuff that's been revealed to people over the years that it needs that. All right. Give me some ones and twos of the chat when I ask you this question. A one if you have, a two if you have not. Have you heard of Gary McKinnon? Don't say nothing, Bass. Have you heard the name Gary McKinnon before?
I was gonna say, yo, what's going on, John Paul?
What's up, John Paul? I'm seeing a lot of twos. All right, so remember, one was if you have, two if you have not. Okay. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a little surprising.
It really I'm flabbergasted, guys. Okay. All right.
Hold on, I'll find. Go ahead. All
right. Bass, go.
I'm already on it.
So, guys, when I explain
This was the early 2000s.
When I tell you what Gary McKinnon did, you might realize who I'm talking about. Then again, you might not. In the early-ish 2000s, Gary McKinnon was a computer analyst, and he lived over in the UK. And he was a UFO buff. So he managed to hack into NASA computers and Department of Defense computers. Why? Because they didn't change the passwords on fucking computers, people. The United States government's Department of Defense didn't change the damn passwords from admin and password, generic password. They didn't change them. So this gentleman, who was a UFO buff and a hacker, hacked into their files. And while hacking into their files, he found ship-to-ship transfer orders for non-terrestrial officers to ships that were not listed in the United States Naval Fleet. He also found a photo of a large craft over the horizon. I believe he said it was Earth. Now, fast forward, the United States government wanted his ass. They claimed he ruined all their computers and all this other shit. They wanted to extradite him over here, and they wanted peace in. But I guess somebody thought about it, really, because if he came over here, he would have to testify to what, if questioned, he'd have to testify to what he found in those files when he was digging through the Department of Defense's stuff. And that may have become public knowledge, which became public knowledge any damn way. So they wanted to extradite him, but they fought the extradition. Then he was just not allowed to use a computer or some wild shit like that for years. But he's back doing what he's doing. But Gary McKinnon is a guy that hacked into the DOD in the early 2000s.
I just sent you a video of it.
And found ship-to-ship transfer orders for ships that are not listed, for non-terrestrial officers on ships that are not listed in the United States Navy listings.
Yeah, Thumping, he's still alive.
Now check it out. Remember I said that's a little 1,000-piece puzzle? That's one little piece right there. So what if they did you got secret space programs, you got all this other wild shit that they could be using to influence this fake alien invasion. You got all I'm sure you've all heard of Project Bluebeam. Dude, they've been doing this shit since the 60s. It's all been pretty much psychological warfare against the human populace. Solar Warden. Yes, Bryce. You worked in the DoD as well on Army side.
And somebody asked why. What was?
See, man, I worked in the DoD as well and in the Army side, and they still do admin and password. See,
All right. Now, Wedge, for your comment, you notice no one gave Gary a pardon. You know why they won't? Because he would have to come over here and testify under oath for what he found in those computers.
yeah, he still won't step foot in the United States. I'm pretty sure he's just not coming.
They're not. They don't want that. Like,
That's
not
why-
not to mention, while he was in the system, he said there was other people in the system.
Yeah, there was other hackers in the system scrolling through shit.
It's just that he got caught.
He said the cursor he was using clicked over, and it clicked exit, and then it shut down his link. Right, so you've got that stuff right there, right? Now, it's gonna get a little fringe here for a moment here, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, no one asks how could Space Force be started for, I think, 4 million. Because they already got that shit. They've had it. All right, so check it out. When was Space Force started?
2017.
2017. All right. I'll lay like, here's technology in like fighter jets. The F-117 stealth fighter was developed and built in the 70s. When was it released?
Desert Storm, early 90s.
20 years later. Right?
Same thing with the
Stealth bomber.
no, not the stealth bomber, the precursor to the F-117.
Oh, the SR-71?
Yes.
Yes. And so right, so you've got the SR-70, you got the you got the F-117 stealth fighter, right? You got the stealth bomber, right? It's generally 20 years between an advancement and stuff like that. What do you think they've been? Where do you think they've been flying?
It's those TR-3Bs.
A guy,
Not all of them, but some of them.
guy named Edgar Fouché worked at one of the facilities. He talks about the anti-gravitic craft that the United States government works on and operates, and they call them the TR-3Bs. I'm sorry, the triangles. You ever have one of those triangles fly over your head? I have. Fucking weird.
I did too, and that shit was, I don't know if it was a triangle per se, but whatever it was cloaked. It was better than the starlight behind it.
What I saw was a damn triangle. But now, I say that, right? So I just said the United States government, or I'm not going to say United States government, whatever fucking shadow agencies and deep dark tanks are running that UAP program. They are operating the TR-3B crafts, right? Don't you know that they just came out and verified that an apparent video that was caught from a Navy, it was a Navy ship, of triangular craft flying through the sky. They just verified that it's authentic. What are you plotting on here? Huh? You shady fuckers. What do you got? Because You're the ones they're the ones operating the triangles. It's been established that those crafts are that craft is built by deep state, whatever you want to call it. So what are you getting at verifying now that those are real, but you're not saying that who's operating that? All right, so yeah, Fringe. So I was just talking about the TR3B craft, right? There, you're not. Mm, I wonder if they'll ever admit to if any of these people ever get prosecuted, which I fucking completely don't believe it. But if they ever get prosecuted, I wonder if they will have to answer to some of the people they've ex-nayed due to their talking about certain things. Like Stephen Greer claims he wants full disclosure, right? He wants full disclosure. Okay. So when you say full disclosure, are you just saying you want just them talking about like the technology that they've recovered? Do you want them just talking about the craft that they operate? Or do you want the fucking whole enchilada there, guy? Because I don't think you do. No, and if you guys know, I really like deep dive into this shit, and I don't have a problem believing that whole 1979 shit out there in New Mexico. I actually think it happened. Why? Because the main witness was found offed in his apartment,
And he couldn't physically do it himself. The way he was done, he couldn't physically have done it himself.
So
with all of his notes and minerals and pictures, everything gone. Plus, like the lieutenant colonel in that book says, yes, Phil Snyder was there.
So
he said Thomas Costello wasn't, but Phil Snyder was.
Are we going to get the Fringe stuff when you say full disclosure? Are we going to get the stories about how there was a group of scientists at one of these bases working on one of these I'll call it a power platform? They fucked up and it caused a huge explosion. We don't hear about that type of stuff. Are we going to learn about why these people, why they've been snatching people out of their cars and their beds and shit for years? You ready to broach that topic? I don't think anybody is. You ready to broach the topic that some of these people that they've taken aren't fucking brought back? Or if you guys watched that Rumble channel, the Rumble show we did about what was it, UFOs and NATO, you gonna explain the recovery teams that show up to UFO crash sites and they found people without their skin? No, you just want to talk about the nice shit. You just want to talk about, oh, we can do this with this technology. You can do this with this technology. Explain the rest of it. You can't. They'll never get. We would never hear anything about like a full,
like all the prominent people who have been killed because of this disclosure. Like the first ever casualty to the UFO cover up, J.V. Forrestal, he was thrown out of a window.
What else?
What happened to Mantell?
We gonna hear about what the hell was I gonna say? They gonna tell us who the fucking men in back really are? Like they'd say, "Oh, we're getting disclosure. We're getting disclosure." Take your disclosure and wipe a monkey's ass with it, because that's not disclosure. That's just you. That's just.
That's nitpicking on what you want to tell us.
Yeah, I don't believe that full disclosure will never happen.
I'll tell you what. You want a full disclosure? Hold on. Go ahead, keep talking. I gotta look something up real quick.
Yeah. So, I mean, good effort. Like full disclosure. Like, all right. The guy that Sean Ryan interviewed, the guy that was in Indonesia with the craft that picked up those containers full of people. Why can't we need disclosure? We need them to talk about that type of shit. Because if you think about it, those craft, that wasn't alien craft, that was UAP craft. That was TR-3B technology. Deep state anti-gravitic craft. Right? And that's not the first time people have seen deep state anti-gravitic craft. They're diverting from the hard truth. Yeah, there'd be no way to release any of it because there's no way that people would talk about that shit. Because you know why? People sound crazy. People already sound crazy as hell. Could you imagine if you came out and you said, like, listen, I'm a biophysicist and I worked at a secret underground military base doing genetic experiments with gray aliens alongside me. You'd laugh out of the fucking building. Nobody would believe that shit. Although he may be telling the truth. Like I said, they're not gonna we ain't gonna get everything. So, and when they do give it to us, it's gonna be wrapped in a big fat ass lie. I guarantee it.
Yo, I just sent you the John Lear art bell. You have to play that. This is basically what they would have to do.
All right, and then we'll get into the who? Somebody knocking on your door, Mike? Bass. Must have been. All right. Where is it? No, that's from Woodcut. Where the hell is this thing?
I sent it through YouTube. It's on Messenger, but it was playing off YouTube.
All right.
Now, this is for educational purposes, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm working on it.
The hell happened to my life?
All right.
They were going to use me as an outlet to release this information. Let's just say they did that. Okay, let's say the government chose me. They were going to use me as an outlet to release this information. Let's just say they did that and they took me to a briefing. Then what, John?
Okay, we whisked you to, or they whisked you to Washington, D.C. You get limoed to this building, beautiful building. You go up into this room. They say, Art, you're the guy. If you give us the go-ahead, we're going to release everything we know to the public. And if you decide to go ahead, all major networks will be provided with information on all aspects of the cover-up. No type of information will be withheld because of the deal for immunity for all participants of the cover-up provides that nothing, no artifact, no piece of information be withheld. So here's what happened, Art. And of course, this we'll use some videos and stills. Our first UFO recoveries were in the late 30s. We made a couple in the beginning of the 40s, and then came Roswell, which the public found out about. We got 2 live aliens from Roswell. One died shortly thereafter. One lived until 1956. And we found out that so far there are 18 different alien species that we know about monitoring Earth. Some are good, some are hostile. Most are indifferent. We found out that we are the experiment or product, if you will, of an alien race who we never met and really don't know who they are. All we know is that the Greys are cybernetic organisms, glorified robots, if you will, who work here at the behest of their employers, monitoring us through abductions. We were never able to find out what the experiment is all about, except that we have been externally corrected about 65 times, and they, the aliens, refer to us as containers. There's been speculation that the souls our bodies contains is the reason for the experiment, but nothing has been proven or determined. Since 1938, we have lost over 200 aircraft to UFO hostilities and thousands of soldiers in all kinds of different kinds of action with aliens. Since that time, several 100,000 civilians have disappeared with no trace. Several thousand were eliminated by us because of their chance encounters with aliens, which we could ill afford to have publicized. A slightly more frightening phenomenon known as human mutilations have occurred on a regular basis and are similar to the cattle mutilations in that the humans are taken from the street, so to speak, and returned to the same area about 45 minutes to an hour later, with their rectums poured out, their genitals removed, their eyes removed from their sockets, and completely drained of blood. In all cases, it appears that the mutilation procedures occurred while the persons were still alive and conscious. One of our scientists speculated that apparently the human specimens had to be alive for the samples to be worth anything. Abductions occur on a daily basis throughout the United States to at least 10% of the population. And when we first became aware of this, we protested to the little gray being that we held in the captivity at the YY-2 facility at Los Alamos. But a deal was struck that in exchange for advanced technology from the aliens, we would allow them to abduct a very small number of persons, and we would be periodically given a list of those persons abducted. We got something less than the technology we bargained for and found that the abductions exceeded by 1,000,000-fold what we had naively agreed to. In 1954, President Eisenhower met with a representative of another alien species at the Muroc Test Center, which is now called Edwards Air Force Base. This alien suggested that they could help us get rid of the Greys, but Eisenhower turned down their offer because they offered no technology. At this point, it became apparent to all involved that there was no such thing as a God, at least as the public perceives God. Certainly some kind of computer recorder stores information, and an occasional miracle is displayed by the aliens to influence a religious event. So this so unnerved Eisenhower that he had In God We Trust put on paper money and coins and put into the Pledge of Allegiance to reaffirm the public belief in God. Shortly after this, it was determined at meetings between the U.S. and Russians that the situation was serious enough that a Cold War should be manufactured as a ruse to divert attention of the public away from UFOs and towards some other scary threat, the H-bomb.
Wow.
It was also decided to keep the ruse secret from any elected or appointed official within both the U.S. and Russian government, as long as it took so long to vet these officials, and the ruse was easier to manage if the top people didn't know about it. In the late 1950s, NASA was formed to compartmentalize, containerize, and sanitize information from all space platforms and vehicles. We sold NASA to the public, claiming that all information would belong to them. Actually, they got very little, and even that was highly sanitized. Our first efforts were to keep the public from learning about Venus, and that it's a similar planet to Earth, and that its population is very similar to us, but more technologically advanced. We have learned a lot from them. Starting with the Russian Venera 1 and U.S. Mariner 2, we made Venus look like a lead-melting volcanic surface spewing sulfuric acid into a pressurized atmosphere 90 times that of Earth. And was often the case, we overdid it and wondered why no one ever asked how a parachute survived a descent into 800-degree air. We set up operations in Pine Gap, Australia to preclude any prying eyes trying to figure out what we were up to. We regularly eliminated, through extreme prejudice, anybody who was part of the operation and made the least little tiny threat about disclosure or satisfaction with the operation. Any space mission that included Mercury, Gemini, Apollo, Mariner, Voyager, Clementine, and all the rest, all data initially came transmitted to Pine Gap, and then it was relayed to JPL or wherever after the sanitizing. We had a little trouble with amateur radio operators, but we figured out when they figured out how they could intercept these signals, but we managed to deal with that. When the Russian threat began to fade, we introduced Vietnam, which kept the public occupied for over 10 years. The cover-up and the personnel to run the operation began to get bigger and bigger and required more and more money. We were enforced to inflate the defense budget, which soon was not enough. Then we got into the drug business, which was still not enough. We were the ones that looted the savings and loan industry and Wall Street to boot. It is so out of control now, most people want immunity and want out. But there is so much secrecy and so many double and triple blinds in place that it is unlikely that this thing can ever be dismantled. And even if you give us the go-ahead to spill the beans to the public, it's unlikely they will get anything more than, yes, we recovered a flying saucer, and yes, there was an occupant, but that's all we're going to tell you. So go ahead and roll the tape for Mr. Bell. What you see here are the human mutilations look like. That one was a male about 27 years old. Now that film is of dead aliens being pulled from the wreckage of their craft that crashed in Atlanta, California in the 50s. That craft you see over there was over 250 feet in diameter and had to be buried on the spot. That site is in Utah near Dugway Proving Grounds. The object that you're looking at now is the Kecksburg Acorn, which was brought to Wright Pat in the middle 60s. There's Frank Drake trying to force information out of a being tied down to that stretcher. He was supposedly from Tau Ceti. These pictures you're looking at now are the structures on the moon. That's the tower in Sinus Medai. It's over 7 miles tall. And that thing there is what we call a Colossus of Agurum in Mare Crisium. We don't know what it does, but the machine itself is bigger than Brooklyn, New York. Now, those are videos of the domes covering the craters. You can see that some are in a very advanced state of decay. Now, these are 5-second slides of the 18 different alien species we are looking at. That one there is the most gruesome looking. The guards at one facility are similar to, but not exactly like the alien. Only when they have been acclimatized, so to speak, of the horrible looking beings are they allowed to stand in security positions. Before these acclimatations were done, we had 2 guards die of a heart attack as these aliens came down the hallway unexpectedly. And this last clip is of the Kennedy assassination. You've heard of the second gunman theory. Well, this is the second camera that recorded exactly what happened. We had 4 gunmen. And the bottom line was Kennedy had to go. He insisted on releasing what little alien information we had told him about, and he was trying to withdraw troops from Vietnam, which we were using as a diversion for the public. After the Kennedy, we never told any president anything. Nixon knew because he was briefed as VP in 1952. That's how he knew where to take Jackie Gleason to Homestead Air Force Base to see the alien bodies we had storage there. And that's about it.
All right. So, all right, Frankie, I'm going over here with this one. If you were a scientist, right, working in one of these secret programs, if you were a scientist working in one of these secret programs, and you morally felt obligated to like let people know, to let somebody know that what's going on and shit like that, right? And you reached out to, say, a man like Jeremy Corbell or Stephen Greer or something like that. until you knew that there would be precautions taken for your safety, would you want somebody telling your name, dude? I sure as fuck wouldn't.
Well, look what happened with Bob Lazar when he first came out.
They were trying to. Bob Lazar. I said this before. Bob Lazar had to drove around in his car with a Uzi after he came out. All right, which gives like I said before, I have a hard time calling some of these recent people whistleblowers because they're allowed to go on national TV wearing makeup and stuff and being told shit like that. Whereas like you've had people that have worked in these programs that have had their whole families off because they wanted to tell the truth about some shit that they were working on in one of these laboratories. So like if I had a confidential source feeding me information like that, I'm sorry, I'm not telling you the name. I would not tell you the name until they wanted me to tell you.
Nah, because you're putting them at danger, you're putting their family at danger, you're putting yourself at danger.
Yeah, like so it's a journalistic thing. Like journalists protect their sources. Same cops protect their criminal CIs or whatever, right? Same thing with journalism.
See, I see what you're saying right there, Frankie, but in today's age with technology, they could just do whatever they want to discredit you or attack you or just basically shut you down. They don't even have to like come at you like that anymore.
Yeah, listen. all they gotta do is pump certain shit on like a home computer of yours, dude, and that's it. They don't even need to do that. They're probably doing that type of stuff like in extreme cases where you're like really fucking breaching stuff.
Or you steal something from said facility you work in.
Yeah. Like they'll probably take it to that resort. But like there's easy ways to discredit you. But like I said, if there was a confidential source leaking government information to me that I was getting out to the public, I couldn't say. I would not give you the name. I'm sorry. It'd be a breach of confidence because if you did that, like if they were giving you information that you could verify was true, right? But then you came out and you gave their name out, nobody would ever deal with you again. Like in regards to giving you information because you breached that confidentiality, that trust. I mean, yes, we all want the truth, but it, like I said, some of it you got to take with a grain of salt. Some of it you're not going to get, and some of it you just have to be like, all right, well, let me go do the research and see if this is legit. It's all in the patents, everybody. All right, so enough with John Lear stuff. So where was I? Oh, we have some photos to talk about here, and I got them up right here. All right, so these pictures were sent to us. They're in the Facebook group. They were sent to us a little while back, and it's from a buddy of ours. He has a couple weeks ago. He has a hunting lease in a town not too far from us, where they hunt turkeys. It's like what, an 80-acre lease, bass, something like that.
Yeah,
And
backs right up to state land.
and he has a trail camera set out there, and 2 hours apart, this trail camera caught something, and you can see whatever it is. It's stalking turkeys. So I'm gonna bring that up right now. So yeah, this is the first one. Yep, that's the first one. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna go back to Facebook, share the screen. All right. All right, here we go. So, make it bigger. All right. So these were taken on January 7th, 2025. This first picture was taken at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? So I want to just focus here. You don't see anything here, right? Now, the next picture, it's this one. All right. So, let me see if I can fucking. There we go. There we go. The zoom. All right. All right. Got to go back to that one. All right. Here we go. Can you guys see that better now? What the hell is going on here? Hold up. Stop sharing. I messed up. Hold up. Let me get back to that shit real quick. All right. We're going back to Facebook. Where the hell did the pictures go? Oh, yeah. All right. It messed me up because this whole damn thing got zoomed in. All right. Here we go. All right. Share screen. Facebook. All right. So here's the first picture. It was taken at 2:15 p.m. All right. The next picture in the sequence taken 2 hours later. Now I want you to see. You don't see. I'm not seeing anything in this background, right? So don't mind me. I put those up there, watermarks. Lately, you have to do that shit because people be stealing photos. Because our buddy, we are the only ones that he sent this to. All right, so there's nothing in that photo, right? Next photo in the series. Tell me what you see. Yeah, someone's out of practice. Yeah, I know. Willie cut. Hold up. So, in this photo right here, this one was taken exactly 2 hours later with a night. Now it's night. It was 25 degrees prior, 25 degrees out earlier, and then at 4:15 it was 16 degrees. So there was a temperature drop of 9 degrees. And in this photo, there is something standing right there. That's a turkey. Whatever that black spot there, it looks like.
And then there's one in the foreground right there too.
And you can clearly see there's one right here.
Now, where that thing is standing, I was asking the gentleman. That's a slow. That's like a hill right there. It drops down about 10 feet.
So, whatever it was, is big. Now I'm going to go back to this other photo. Earlier in the day, right? You don't see anything. Why don't you look over here? You don't see anything over there, right? Now there's that one from 4:15. there's something standing right there. I think there's something standing right there. So we sent these photos to Sean Graham, because you know Sean G is a whiz at like with the photo editing and everything like that. So here we go. Check this out. Oh, what the hell? Why? I don't want no damn Democrat on my thing. What's going on here? Go back. some Democrat shit popped up. Hold up. All right, hold up. Stop sharing. Where the hell is these other pictures? Why the hell would Democrat pop up? Oh, okay, because I was in the middle of the thing. All right. That was AOC, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Now, these are what we sent these to Sean G. All right. Now, this is that second photo with the thing in it. You can clearly see there's something standing right there. It's humanoid in shape. It looks like this. The zoom in on this is kind of blurring it a little bit, but when you look at them on Facebook, you can see that this shoulder is like in front of this tree, and it's like coming through these branches here, going after that. Now, remember, I told you, I thought I saw something else in this photo, right? What I saw in this photo is, if I'm not mistaken, I could be, this looks like a pair of legs right here. A pair of long legs right here.
You got to show the photo.
I am showing the photo. Oh, I didn't share it?
No.
Oh shit. All right. Yeah, it's been a while, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, am I good? Can you see it? Bass, can you see it?
Yes.
All right. I am sorry. I will repeat what I just said. All right. So you can clearly see there's something standing right here now. The bipedal, you see the legs. You see this tree and this tree. It looks like it's coming between those branches there, and it's stalking this turkey. All right? That's what that seems like. Now, remember, I told you I thought I saw something else in this video, in this photo. What I saw in this photo is right here. I think this is a juvenile, because what I see right here, I see two long legs right here. Right? If you go here, you see a shoulder outline. That shit wasn't there in the first photo. All right. There's a lighter version. Same thing. You see that? I think this was an adult watching a juvenile hunt. All right. See? What do you guys think? And this is 10 to 15 minutes away from us. Here it is through one of the other filters. You can clearly see there's a turkey in the foreground. All right. There's a turkey in the background that's being stalked. There's whatever is in behind that tree. And there you go. Do you see the little faint signature behind the branches here? There's something behind that tree. But yes, these were taken.
Now, this is 80 acres that backs up to 20,000 acres of state game land.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, these are the photos that we were sent by our buddy that has, what the hell is that? Oh, that's talking about the fog that was all over the United States. We're not talking about that. Yeah, that's weather manipulation. We'll save that for Rumble. But yeah, you can clearly see there's obviously something in the background right here of this photo is chasing this turkey, and there's plainly another one right there. Go back a little bit. What do you guys think?
Well, the same gentleman that sent me these photos, he's seen two different Bigfoot. Or it might have been the same one, but he's seen Bigfoot on two different occasions. Roughly in that same, I want to say within an 8-mile radius of where this trail cam is. Like, I always knew there was something up in them damn hills. You couldn't tell me any different.
Miss Julie said it's that's a little too close to home. Listen, I don't think I did. I don't think I said anything. Did I? I cornered a DEC officer not too long ago, and I asked him. I walked up to him. I was like, "Yo, listen, have you been out?" I told him about our show and shit. I was like, "Yo, have you ever been out on any strange calls?" And he said he thought about it for a second. And he's like, "Yeah, well, you often get people talking about Sasquatch and stuff." And then he paused for a moment and was like, "Yo, do you know where the town of the fuck was it? I think Deer Park.
It's up there near sundown.
Yeah, I think he said Deer Park or some shit like that." But I was like, "Yes, yeah, I know it because UPS delivers out there. I work at yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I know it." He's like, "Yo, people up there are talking about they be seeing aliens in the woods and shit." And he's like, he had an interaction with a dude who swears up and down that there was an alien in his yard.
Bama, we are maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah,
not even. It's like where this was taken at is 1, 2. If you call them towns, basically two towns over.
It's like 4 exits away on the highway.
Yeah.
It's like 3 or 4 exits away, and the exits are really close. So like where we live, we have what? One exit. We have one exit. So 3. We got on 17 going east. We have 3 exits to get into our town, and it's like 3 or 4 exits down from our last exit. I'll leave it like that. More like about 3.
About 12-minute drive. Put it to you like that.
Listen, hey, did you see that YouTube video I sent you a while back? Which one? You got to be more specific.
Nah, Adam, we're not doing the freshly cooked bacon because that's somebody's private property out there. And you don't want to do something reckless like that to rile them up if that trick actually works.
All right. So next subject that we're going to talk about, I'm going to get this off the screen, is the egg-shaped UAPs. I just recently shared like I said earlier in the show, they're apparently in 2022 now. Recently on News Nation, the guy did an interview with a with a U.S. helicopter pilot who said he picked up a egg-shaped UAP with his helicopter and transported it somewhere, right? And a few days ago on 4chan, these I don't know. I don't hunt. Actually, I think hunters should make it a sport. Going out there, sitting in tree stands, shooting deer, shooting squirrels, stuff like that. No. Go out there, make it interesting. On a bear with a knife or a bow and arrow. hunt a cougar with a like. No, yeah, sorry. That no. Plus, venison's fucking nasty anyway.
Depends on how you cook it, but
Fucking nasty.
But
what was
not the Bigfoot trail cam video?
Was that the one where the thing was supposedly sitting on like sitting next to the tree? All right. Oh, one thing I want to show you guys is these. Let me get this shit off of a million zoom. Get off. All right. All right.
Dude, and you know what? I was just thinking about it, right? I looked on Google Earth and I looked at where that trail cam, where you guys are set up. Dude, that's nothing but woods. From there all the way down to Forsberg. Like that's how much woods is back there.
All right, so check this out, ladies and gentlemen. These next photos, I'm going to show you are apparently from a retrieval in Antarctica in 2022. Now you all know there's some funny shit going down there in Antarctica. Buzz Aldrin comes back talking about, after having a heart attack, talking about it's all evil down there. Tons of political and religious people go down there for some odd reason at once. So what's really down there? We don't know. But this guy right here says that, well, this shit was posted to 4chan, and this gentleman says that, like, he was part of a retrieval team that retrieved this thing out of a cave in Antarctica. And I'll show you the pictures. I'll tell you a little bit about what the pictures are. So check this out. All right. So again, we see egg-shaped UFO or UAP, which isn't the first time we've heard about egg-shaped UAPs and shit like that, right? So. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll watch the video first.
This morning at 8:05, and then again a little after 10 o'clock, an anonymous poster on 4chan said that in Antarctica, they were part of secret operations to retrieve an egg-shaped UAP or UFO in a cave in Antarctica in Queen Elizabeth's Range that had petroglyphs or hieroglyphs on the egg and on the wall of the cave, and also an alien was sleeping inside of this pod. Now, I don't know if this is real or not. I don't know if it's created with artificial intelligence, but this was posted this morning at 8:05, and it says these are some of the photos from the Antarctica retrieval mission in Queen Elizabeth's Range, that it's an egg UAP from another angle, hieroglyphs on the cave's wall that could mean petroglyphs, and also there was an entity sleeping inside the pod, and they showed that in these photos from two different angles. So there you have it. I don't know if these are real or not, but just recently on News Nation with Ross Coulthart, we had vetted and real Delta Force and Green Beret operators and special forces, guys like Jacob Barber, all coming forward and saying that they transported egg-shaped UAPs and UFOs on secret operations and crash recovery teams that even included remote viewers and psychic tacticians, or what they called psionic assets, that did remote viewing to telepathically capture these UFOs. And they said that a lot of times they were giant eggs, like 20-foot eggs. The same poster on 4chan released just like a couple of hours later this video footage of allegedly the same egg transported over Antarctica with a cargo lift from a helicopter, and then you can see some kind of a square blanket or platform or sled underneath this giant egg, and it is strapped up and being hoisted out. And if it's the same pictures of the egg in the cave with the alien, we have to assume that there was also a team that recovered all the rest of those artifacts, including the alien sleeping inside of that pod. So things are getting super weird, but think about it. What would you do if you were in possession of this kind of footage? Let's say you were on one of these special operations teams. You were like a Green Beret or Delta Force guy, and you had this footage in your hands going inside a cave in Antarctica and retrieving an alien egg, UFO or UAP. And remember, Jacob Barber said that when they went and captured these eggs, a lot of times, or these UAPs, they would come right out of the mountain, out of solid ground, or out of the ground itself, or out of the ocean, just like be able to phase through the solid material of the mountain and fly around. And then they would use psionic assets or telepaths, remote viewers, to telepathically take control of the alien or the craft, and then bring them down and crash land them or land them on the ground. And then the Delta Force operators or Air Force guys would go in and capture all of the stuff. So I don't know if these are real or not, or if these were created in AI, but think about what you would do if you were a Delta Force operator and you had been sitting on all of this since 2022, some secret mission in Antarctica. And then all of a sudden, Jacob Barber comes out on News Nation with Ross Coulthart and does this whole disclosure and reveals an egg UAP being transported by helicopter. Can you think of a better time? I mean, I would do it. I would be like, okay, I'm going to go on Reddit or on 4chan, or I would probably just post it right onto YouTube or whatever and try to get it out. But you would try to find a way where you could anonymously, through a VPN and some anonymous account, be able to leak the stuff out. But it's hard to say if it's real or not, if any of this is real or not. But you kind of have to take these special forces operators and Delta Force guys' word for it. If they were the pilots of the helicopters, don't you think they would know? They would know if they were airlifting a balloon that was full of helium, which they wouldn't do anyways. They would not be airlifting a balloon or a blimp with a helicopter.
I'm going to pause it right there for a second. All right. So the guy that was on News Nation, right? The bald dude that was the helicopter pilot. His footage doesn't look like this footage. I think this footage is legitimate because in the footage where it on the News Nation one, whatever they have, it's not as secure as this one. Do you see what I'm saying? Like the other one, it looks like it's like wrapped up in like almost like a half a cloth type deal. Whereas this, you can plainly see there's a platform, there's a structure, actually, there's something actually securing the shit, not just ropes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like watch it when it swing. Watch it swing.
They would know if they were airlifting a balloon that was full of helium, which they wouldn't do anyways. They would not be airlifting a balloon or a blimp with a helicopter. They would know if it was like
obviously,
object,
whatever it is has some weight to it
substantial.
because it's swaying back and forth.
Yeah. And like the video footage that came out on News Nation, the video footage that came out on News Nation, it looks like it looks like the helicopter sat it down, right? And then they just let the fucking thing roll. What? You just recovered whatever kind of craft, or who said that? What scariest thing would have been if it was an egg for something? What if that? Yeah, you just recovered this, right? And you're wrapping it up in rope, and then you're gonna plop this shit down, like plop it down and let it roll. I don't think so. That's why I think this stuff right here, this is more legitimate than that. Or this might be like, you know how they say they'll take and recreate footage? The stuff that they put out there on News Nation, that might be the recreated footage of this. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I believe this one to be legit, just the way that whatever it is being carried in that cradle. It's actually secured, whereas the video on News Nation, the shit just they set it down and then the shit rolls like 10 or 15 feet. Yeah,
It could possibly be in a box.
Yeah.
Box without a lid, like some four-sided structure. You can't tell if it's wood, you can't tell if it's metal.
But yeah, so we're gonna go back to the photos, and these are the photos that were supposedly taken in that during this recovery. And like I said earlier in the show, there's some people that went and did photo analysis on these pictures, and they can't find anything altered in these pictures. Now, this right here is kind of interesting. And they said that this was I'm not going to call it a fucking sarcophagus, but it was some kind of container thing that they found a being asleep in. And I don't know. But check it out. You can see here's this looks like a guy in full-on military gear with the nogs on. You can see his face right here. You can see the outline of his helmet here, right? A headset, his baklava. This looks like a submachine gun, possibly an MP5. Yeah. You can see the shadows being cast on the wall right here, and I don't know if I can't make out if that's the egg or if that's like further down in the tunnel with a light. I think that's the egg right there. I don't know. But I think it wasn't the Lonnie Zamora's UFO sighting.
Yeah, back in the 60s.
Back in the 60s. Wasn't that an egg-shaped craft?
Yeah.
That was an egg-shaped craft. I'm pretty sure it was.
But it was more
Kecksburg.
It was more, I want to say Lonnie's more, it was more like football egg shaped, if that makes any sense to you. Like it wasn't, it looked like an egg, but it was like football shaped.
They said this had like kind of glyphs and stuff carved into it, right? That's the same thing. It's different shapes, but it's the same thing that they said would happen with the Kecksburg crash, which some people think that Kecksburg crash was actually the bell. I wanted to say that I can't remember what the German name for it was. The Glocke, something like that. Dude, you realize, hey, all right, let me stop sharing the screen. That shit just popped up on my on my screen, didn't it?
What the hell was that?
But yes, these egg-shaped craft, the Tic Tacs, these orbs, which there's I don't know if you guys ever saw that video, Bass, but they might not have, but I know you have. Remember that video of the people that are on the boat and they see that white fucking ball coming, like cutting through the waves.
Yeah.
It's not attached to anything. That's orb. That was one of those orbs. The damn whatever. Next. Wedge said the New Mexico State Trooper was egg oval shaped. Yep. See, Lonnie Zamora. Egg shaped UFO crash. Or not crash, but landing. Now the question is, so now the guy that posted those videos on 4chan, posted the photos on 4chan, he said that there was a being asleep in that box, right? He said, now I'm taking this one with a grain of salt. I believe the photos of the egg, but when he tells you, when I hear a story of like he said there was a Nordic being that woke up. All right, now you're getting a little outlandish for me. But then again, it might have been true because people, like I said, people who have done photo analysis on these pictures and there's nothing wrong with them. So quite possibly they might have found somebody down there. But then again, it took place in 2022. So, and think about it, right? So, how many of these like special forces guys and stuff like that work on these programs and these teams have that proof? I'm sure some of them do. There's got to be there's got to be storage. There's some storage somewhere that video record, like, you know how they sent all right, so when they went and got bin Laden, right, the soldiers were wearing fucking cameras, right, so everybody could see what was going on, right? We've all seen it. We've all seen that type of shit in movies where each of the people have a camera on them so you can see firsthand what's going on. All right, 1 second. Tomorrow. All right, so I wonder where all that footage is from all the people that have had all these military experienced people or special ops people that deal with this shit. I wonder where they keep all that video footage of these guys interacting with all this weird shit.
That's an easy question. That's an easy question to answer. That shit is locked up in one of these facilities where you need retinal scan, finger scan, voice scan, and everything to get into these vaults. It's probably on some big, massive server where they could just sit in front of their computer and bring up the day, the time, and the incident, and it'll pop right up on their screen.
Some liquid nitrogen cool mega computer. Oh, which, speaking of mega computers, did you guys hear about this quantum chip apparently?
Mm-hmm.
We are on a different timeline every week, ladies and gentlemen. The simulation is broken.
Now I got a question for you.
The simulation has broke.
Have you noticed that in the last 2 weeks, I don't want to say time has shifted, something's a little off. About 2.5 weeks ago, it was getting dark at 4:30, like 4:15, 4:30. It is now not getting dark until about 5:15, 5:30 within a 2 week span. Have you noticed that?
No, because I'm usually inside working at like 5:15, so I don't really notice it.
Yeah.
Listen, shit's going down, so it and time has sped up. I noticed that, but
Blue said that's true, Bass. I'm telling you, man, in like the last 2 weeks, it's like Like I know it's the end of January, but it should still be getting dark at around 4:30, not 5:15, 5:20. I also have a theory. I don't know what happened. Something happened. There was a shift or something. It might have been an earthquake. It might have been something. What I think why we have this wild ass weather is because the Earth's axis just got knocked off a tick by something. That's why they're getting we're getting weather that they're supposed to have in Canada right now, and down south they're getting weather that we're supposed to have. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Snow in Georgia. Yep. Snow in Georgia, snow in New Orleans. It's weatherman.
I think it was Mark D said they got like 11 and a half inches down there in Alabama. Snow in New Orleans? That's crazy. Dude, there was a lady, I've seen a video, there was a lady walking the beach on the Gulf of America with 3 inches of snow on the ground.
Snow in Florida, yes. The normal bass, shortest day pass. You see, yeah. Wilcott said that's normal bass. The shortest day passed a few weeks ago, so days are getting longer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. My apologies. I just thought it was weird. I'm like, dude.
Yes.
Blue said it's a cold ass winter. Me no lake.
Listen, I'm tapped out on all the stuff. But then again, we all have our nice conspiracy theories at night to keep us warm, don't we? Any new Dogman talk? Listen, actually, we don't even really broach that subject. Like it's a fanatical subject.
Yeah,
and I'm not a fanatic about it. Yeah, like I'm not a fanatic about it. It brings too much wild shit. So we don't even really talk about it. I'm not even really interested in it. They could be real. They could not be real. And I've crossed paths with I've had a Bigfoot cross the road in front of me before, so I believe in Bigfoot. I'll believe in Bigfoot before I believe in that shit. So, yeah. The main topic is everybody should be interested in the UFOs. I don't even know what the normal talk is anymore. I've been at it game for a while. Yeah, I honestly couldn't even tell you the last time I listened to anything in regards to a DM.
I think the last thing it was like scrolling through TikTok. It's what the hell is their page name? It's like the Duck Hunters or something like that, or they were talking about how they got an account of some weird shit in the swamp. That was about it.
It's not in my algorithm. Not in my algorithm. I'm more on the Rumble side. Where Bama's talking about between work. Yeah. So where do I want to go with that? Yeah, I haven't had any interest. So. Adam, I hope you feel better, bro. All right. So, Bass, was there anything else you wanted to bring up?
Um, no. Now we need to do some pop culture talk sometime soon. Also,
Oh, all right. One second. The that werewolves movie, still haven't seen it yet, but I did watch Extraction and Extraction 2. Holy shit, those are good movies.
I've been
Those
kind of binge watching the old Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack.
okay. But yeah, the Extraction, wow, those are really good movies. Didn't even realize it. What else was there? Oh, so I finally got a chance to watch the apparently the last ever Grand Tour episode. You know, Clarkson, Hammond, and May, and it that sucks that like that's coming to an end. Like those three filming together and shit. Because like, all right, so
I'm pretty sure that's because of Clarkson.
whatever. It's always because of Clarkson. But the episode that they did. Remember the episode that they went to with Africa? They drove across Botswana. Yeah, they had the Mercedes, the Lancia, and the little yellow Opel.
Yeah.
So in this last show that they went, they were driving from east to west to Africa, right? And they decided when they got to the west side, they decided, yo, you know what? We're right here by Botswana. Let's just drive past. Let's just drive through Botswana, right? Like as a last thing to do. So they're driving through and they stop and they actually find the cars that they used in that first special 20 years ago. Those cars are still there in Africa. They found them shits.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched that yet.
Like it was actually like Clarkson and May actually got like choked up about it because the shoe it's actually pretty cool. Hammond didn't get choked up because remember Hammond had the little Opel shipped over to the UK. But yeah, it's worth a while. It's like shit. It's like 2 hours and it's 130. It's like 2 hours and 10 minutes long. It's definitely worth a watch. Oh, yeah, like it gets you in the feels a little bit. Like I love watching Top Gear and Grand Tour. Like I'd go put Top Gear on right now and watch the shit from the first episode.
Dude, I'm telling you, yo, if you have Amazon Prime and you love Top Gear, you just want to check out Top Gear, you have to scroll through. There is a live streaming of every episode. And I mean, like, they play it in straight order, like episode 1, episode 2, straight order. I watch it almost when I'm not watching Unsolved Mysteries, I'm watching that. Because there's never anything on regular television.
All right. So what time is it? All right. Well,
10:44.
It's 10:44. I'm hungry as hell. I haven't eaten yet today. So I think we're going to call this one. Bash, you want to start doing these on Sundays? Because that seems to be a good time.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
So
is the dude Dirk going to be willing to come on a Sunday though?
I'll have to ask him. I sent him a text message yesterday. He said he was going to be in the city yesterday and today. Dirt, everybody is Dirt's the guy I supervise at UPS. He had a run-in with
I don't know what the hell he's seen, yo.
Fuck,
I really don't. I don't know what he's seen.
Would you?
Do you think if you message him, he could get one of his friends who are also there that seen the thing in the woods to talk also?
I don't know, dude, because when he was telling me about it, like he was kind of emotional.
Obviously somebody else seen that shit if they ran up to. Well, I don't want to give the story.
He was when he was telling me about it at work. He was kind of emotional. Like he had to stop for a second, like and start rubbing his eyes. So I don't know if anybody else would be down to talk about that. I don't even know what the hell you would call this thing. Rake-ish thing?
Stick man?
It's not, I wouldn't call it stick man. It he said it looked like an emaciated human, but when he saw it across the fire, it was crouched down like it was down on like doing an all-four squat, and it was taller than he was, and it was at least like 6 feet tall doing that. And he ran back to this house, back to his friend's house, and he asked them why the hell they weren't out there, and they said they had saw something tall walking through the woods. We gotta get him on. And then did you reach out to the gentleman we got the photos from?
Oh no, not yet.
He's gotta come on. I think he'd be down.
He's got some pretty. He's like I said, he's seen it twice. Once when he was a teenager, and again when he was like 25. In the same area.
Yeah. All right, but I digress. All right, so I just finished watching all the Mountain Monsters again. What do you mean again? I don't watch Mountain Monsters like 20 times already. You know they can't. You know they finally canceled it. They said they're not bringing it back now.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that. And honestly, Hound Dog, if you got Amazon Prime, there's also a live. You got to catch it on the right time, but they do stream Mountain Monsters every single episode, every single season, and then they'll do Alaska Monsters as well.
Alaska Monsters. They'll do Finding Bigfoot, but Finding Bigfoot's a fucking horrible show.
Man. Oh man, dude. Let me tell you. All right, so Jen came over last night, right? She's never seen the movie Exist.
Really?
Yeah, I was telling her about it. I'm like, you have to watch this movie. It's like found footage of a Bigfoot attack. It kind of had her jumping, like the scene where it like looks through the basement floor at them.
Hey, Blues. I don't know who won, but apparently my 11-year-old not watching. He said he's done watching football. So apparently the Chiefs. He's like, yo, I'm done watching football. I'm gonna start watching the NBA. The NBA is fucking rigged too.
I'll watch college basketball.
I didn't say that out loud. Cancel the damn shit. I didn't say that out loud. Yeah, it's rigged. And then the Chiefs are gonna win fucking Super Bowl again. They're doing a Royal Rumble live stream reaction. That's Saturday, right? That's Royal Rumble's this Saturday, right?
Saturday coming up.
You know what? What time's the Rumble start? Because I only have to.
It says 6 o'clock, but it probably ain't gonna start till like 7.
I have Skip on Saturday from 10 to 4, and then after that, I ain't got nothing to do. So I just gotta put. It'll be on Peacock, right? So I just gotta.
That'll be on Peacock.
I just gotta put Peacock on my desktop here. The hell is Viking Wolf? No, I haven't.
Yeah, I've seen that also. I know what you're talking about, Bam. I've seen that also.
What? I wonder where.
The reporter at Gitmo.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. Hold up.
Thought we were ending the show.
Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes here. Let me clear my throat here. You cannot pardon people who have not been convicted of a crime yet. So these pardons that were issued, they're fucking void. Now, the interesting thing about that, right? What if these people that we talked about on Rumble, if you guys gone over and watched our Rumble rants, that were apparently rounded up, sent to a certain base down in the Southern Sea, Southern waters down there. You know what I'm talking about. Starts with a G. And there was a bunch of tribunals that might have happened down there. Right? We've also talked about on the Rumble channel masks and actors wearing masks. So I wonder if everything's going to play out the way I think, that these people are going to get grabbed up, sent down there for their tribunal, and all that shit's going to be aired like they said they recorded it.
Oh yeah, and Bama, they just took away his security detail. Just to put that out there.
So,
yo, Chaos, what's going on?
So, I don't know. I think it's going somewhere. Because yeah. I think it's going somewhere. I think there's an underlying story here. Those pardons are bullshit. You can't fucking pardon somebody who hasn't been convicted of a crime yet.
Says it right in the Constitution.
Can't.
Hold on, I believe I have the photo.
To me, trying to pardon them with them not having been convicted of a crime is preemptive, because you knew they fucking committed a crime. And I love how all this shit is being put in everybody's face, and you still have these fucking NPCs out there saying and doing the wildest shit ever. It's unfucking believable. I just and this whole I'm gonna talk about this shit real quick too. This whole cute winter boots bullshit, and these ICE isn't going into fucking schools and grabbing kids. They're just not. Okay? They're not doing it. They haven't done it yet. That little story of that said it was ICE that went in there that tried to get into school. It wasn't fucking ICE. It was the fucking Secret Service, because they were investigating something that happened that somebody said about the ban on TikTok. And they went to a house that was near the school, and the person said that person happened to be at school. That's why the feds went to the school. It wasn't fucking ICE. They're not going to grabbing kids. Now, I say that to say this. I have a lot of respect for teachers. I do. But a bunch of you are just being fucking stupid. And you're being ignorant. Because a lot of you saying, there's videos of, oh, look, let them come in here and try to take one of my kids. Remember, it's you in here with me. I'm sorry. You what? You really think you gonna stop if they wanted to come in the goddamn building? You really think you're gonna stop military trained people with military equipment and a can fuck you up attitude from doing what they want? You're gonna stand there fucking.
Oh, you talking about that cute winter boot movement or something like that?
That bullshit. They're talking about they're gonna fight ICE agents if they come into fucking schools and all that stuff. Where's that fucking zeal when these guys are walking around the schools with pew-pews killing kids? Fucking people are sickening. People are getting sickening in this country. And the fact that you take the social media and you blast how fucking stupid you are, you're committing federal crimes when you say that. When you say you're going to organize and get all that shit and go against ICE agents, right? They're just waiting for you guys to do that shit. Just so they can ruin your day and they can have some fun.
We already talked about how to solve that. Create a federal program where you get some of these veterans that they'll do it for free to protect these schools. All of our homeless veterans, I bet you, if you give them a federal job doing that, they will sign up for it.
I'm just saying. And it's absolutely ridiculous, and you don't realize like what you go out and say on TikTok and all that shit like that, stuff like that, like trying to organize and create movements and like that. You're using secret codes and all that bullshit. There's feds on that fucking app. If you didn't realize, of course there are. They're watching all that shit. They're paying attention to all the algorithms. You're inviting. I'm pretty sure some of you guys.
People got to learn the hard way. Man.
I'm pretty sure some of them have been arrested already. All right. On that note, we're gonna end because
and the $10,000 iPhones.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shit. If you have an iPhone, right? So this is the last thing we're gonna talk about before we get off here. The TikTok ban, right? Now the TikTok ban lasted a whole
15 hours.
15 to 17 hours. I saw videos of people having complete fucking meltdowns, like, oh, my life is over, blah 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 blah. You know what? Get a real fucking job if that's a problem. But some people, in their infinite wisdom,
and some of these people were making a lot of money on TikTok.
Yeah, some of these people, in their infinite wisdom, after the TikTok ban, which we all know that shit wasn't gonna get banned. Come on, be real with yourself. You knew that shit wasn't gonna get banned. They were gonna hold it off just long enough to make you fuckers sweat, and they did.
There you go.
No, just enough to make you fuckers sweat, and you did. You sweat.
Wrong comment.
So the TikTok. So in the 17 hours or so that TikTok was unusable, people went and people were on their iPhones. They started deleting the app.
Androids too, dude. I can sell my old Android for $2,500.
No, apparently it's only iPhones.
No, I looked it up.
Androids
I can sell
too?
my old Android too for $20. I can sell my Android I have right now, my Galaxy, for like $2,500.
Dude, I got like 5 cell phones upstairs. Don't tell me that shit. They all got TikTok on them. But for iPhones in particular, apparently you can't get the app is gone. You can't get the app on an iPhone. And if you have an iPhone that still has a TikTok app on it, people are paying out the ass for those phones. $10,000.
Can you just bring up eBay real quick and just like show it, please? to
$10,000.
show people that we aren't bullshitting about this.
I saw one report. One was listed.
I see one sell for 13 grand.
iPhone with TikTok. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Wow. Okay. Wow. And people are gonna pay it too. It's crazy.
Like if you deleted it, you can no longer get it in the app store. Like me, my shit started acting funny like around like 8:30 Saturday night. Then like it completely went dark like around 9:30. By the time I woke up, I woke up at like 6. I was scrolling through. I'm like, all right, it's not back up. Then I hit it again like around 9 o'clock, 9:30. I was like, damn, this shit is working. So much for that, man.
Right.
But the crazy part is that if you look into it, it's running off Facebook servers now.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
So if you have TikTok, you got to go in and block Facebook, block Meta, block Instagram, and your FYP will gradually get back to the way it was before all this bullshit.
I did all that, and my algorithm went back to normal. But check it out. iPhone 14 Pro Max with TikTok app, $1,800. iPhone 15 Pro Max with TikTok installed, $3,500. $2,200. $1,500. $10,000. $24,000. $3,900.
Yeah, you got it right, Hound Dog.
$7,500. $9,600.
Oh, they're taking and I guess freaking GameStop is taking iPhones now too.
$3,000, $20,000, $10,000, $20,000. You gotta look at the bids though. Like if some of them are bidding, some of them are bid, some of them are best offer. But like that shit is crazy. Oh man, the NPCs need their stuff. That's crazy. All right, now we are about to end the show. So thank you for joining us for 2.5 hours, ladies and gentlemen. We greatly appreciate it. I hope we brought you a little bit of fucking entertainment tonight and some information. I had fun. Hope you had fun too. Bash, you got anything to say?
Nah, I'm tired. I'm hungry. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, everybody. We will see. We'll be back. We'll have to reach out because the reaction thing would be on the Strip Turnbuckle podcast. So that wouldn't be
that's Saturday night. Yeah, we could be watching the show and like doing the live show at the same time.
No, I mean like it wouldn't be on the Impromptu show. I'm talking about when we're going to do the next one for the show. So probably next Sunday. Next Sunday will be the next one. All right, so we're going to start coming back on a regular basis. Next Sunday will be the next show. We're going to do our shows on Sundays because it seems like all the other days are taken up. So we will see you guys on the next one. Thanks again for joining us. Stay safe out there, stay warm, and watch out for the egg-shaped UFOs. All right, take it easy, folks.